Hello there. Welcome to the Drifting Spore. I'm Steve. It is, it's Mabon. It's fall. Today is the equinox. I'm celebrating the fall equinox by getting out in the woods. It's a gorgeous afternoon in Nova Scotia, and up until last week, it's been hot here and humid, and today it's like plus 16 Celsius. So perfect, absolutely perfect. Just comfortable in a shirt, right? It's a little cool. It's nice. It's really nice out here this afternoon. So it being the fall equinox, I figured I'd get out and have a look for some mushrooms, man. A little bit colder temperatures last night and the last couple nights. So I'm back at the Hardwood Hill, my good friend the birch tree on top of the nice sitting rock here that I was at last drift. I decided to come back here and further explore up this old road. I've already seen some things on the way in, but yeah, I just stopped to take my bearings there. I'm really lucky in this area that there's like a woods road to the west of me, there's a trail to the east of me, and there's a road, another woods road to the north of me. So as long as I don't go south, I'm drifting south, but to come back, any north, south, north, east, or west will get me back onto easy walking and back to the car. North will get me back to the car. So I'm not a wizard on compass or land navigation or anything, but I always like to look at a spot I'm going to on a map, be aware of what direction things are in, right? So that you have that in your mind when you're drifting around. Because I'm telling you, man, when you get looking at mushrooms and stuff, and you start going from one point of interest to the next point of interest to the next, you can lose your bearings really quickly, I've found. So always good to be thinking about which direction to get out. So I'm going to further explore up this road. We're going to look for some mushrooms, maybe some hericium mushrooms, and would be mainly what I'm after. But birch polypores are starting right now too. So any number of things we could see. All we got to do is go look, right? So let's go look. If you're interested in coming along with me, let's go. Climacodon septentrionalis, the northern tooth fungus. Mossy Maple polypore, I believe. Get a couple shots of him. Right on. That other tree there's got a lot of personality. That's why I videoed him. Continuing on. Well, I've drifted a good long way. I ended up coming out on a brand new road that I wasn't even aware of. So I drifted down it a little bit to see what was up. Then I came back up, and what a treat, man. I've actually drifted this property line once before, and there wasn't a road. It was really thick getting through. So what a great loop that's been made in here. I think it's a loop. After I'm done here, I'll probably head out that way and see if it connects to the main woods road or not. But after I got in here, I got easy going, right? So I covered some ground, and then I ran out of the big boulder field. So I just started looking for a spot where I could sit down and have a little break, man. I've got some stuff to cook here, and yeah, and I got a nice cup of tea to have yet. I'm a bit warm from all the walking. But anyway, I found this dry creek bed. So there's some flat rocks here I can use to make myself a little stand to set up my alcohol stove on. I'm gonna have a bite to eat, man. First, I'm gonna set up my hammock chair though. Right on. Let's get things going. All right, that's the hammock chair deployed. Let's see. We'll give it the old test run first. These aren't really great big trees that I'm hanging in. Oh, they got me. Oh, they got me and then some. That's perfect. Ah, what a nice little hidey hole I've come into, man. Great big maple leaning here. He's all gnarly looking. Cool spot, man. All right, I gotta set up some sort of area that I can cook in, which might be right here at my feet, maybe. We'll see. Or maybe right behind me. There's a bit of an elevation, bit of a bank I can make like a shelf on, I think. I just gotta sit the other way in my hammock chair. I'll get that set up and then I'll bring you back. Right on. It's so quiet in here, man. It's lovely. All right, I've managed to find some nice flat rocks. I got my stove reasonably level, I would call it. Looks pretty good to me. Nice and stable anyway. Yeah, that's not bad. I've discovered that I've made one major I've forgotten something. I forgot to bring oil. So what I was gonna cook would probably like to have oil, but I'm gonna try anyway, I think, because I brought all the food anyway. But things might get a little sticky. All right, let's get this alcohol stove up and running. And I'm gonna make my tea first, like I normally do, because I have an insulated mug, so that tea will stay hot until my food's cooked. It'll be still burn your face off hot. I'm gonna fill this stove with alcohol. It's actually, ooh, that might be a bit too much. It's actually solvable methyl hydrate. Put that over here. And I'm gonna put my tea bag in. I'm doing Twinings Earl Grey, as always, for my tea. I just remove that label tag end off the bag and throw the whole bag in, because I like my tea boiled anyway. Okay. How's about I bring you in close and we'll light this stove. I'm just going to shower a spark at that. Light. Did not light. Oh. It's trying to light. Oh, there it goes. I feel heat now. Mr. Squirrel just found me and decided to chatter. I would say I've got pretty well the maximum amount of methyl hydrate in that. I don't think I'd want any more than what's in there. And put my kettle on right away. I can see the blue flame under there now. Right on. I get that on the boil. And I'll start getting ready to cook some stuff. Stove's going really good there. It's not much wind, but I've got the aluminum foil anyway here. So I might just unfold it just a little bit and make a bit of a windscreen here. There we go, right on. That should be boiling in no time. Until then, I think I'll sit in the hammock chair. Everything else is just frying pan stuff. So I'll talk about that when we get to it. All right, there we go. The tea is well on boiled, I would say. And a somewhat flat spot here for it, for my cup. There we go. That stick will help. And let's pour this tea. I wonder if I should snuff out that stove before I... It's going to be a few minutes here getting stuff ready. I'm going to snuff the stove. Yeah. Why waste that alcohol, right? Yeah. Hopefully my tea is good and strong. Looking good, man. Looking really good. Oops. Perfect. Very nice. Last few drips there. Lovely. I can just go right there for now. And I get my lid on here before I introduce Forest to my tea. There we go. Now I'm going to put that over here just to chill. And okay, my snuff cap worked, so my stove is out. Now for the cooking. We're going to have to be really careful, I guess, with this. With no oil, it's going to be challenging. I'll tell you what I'm doing. It's September, so I've seen some of the fellas down in the States there doing Spamtember challenges, right? Which is just cooking with Spam, right? So I finally found some Spam that is flavored here in Canada. In Nova Scotia, I've never found it before. Marty from Marty's Ramblings sent me up some. It was great, really cool. But in my local supermarket, I found tocino flavored Spam, which is just Spanish Spam. Spanish bacon, I guess, is what the flavor is. So that's what I got here tonight. I'm going to make a couple of nice breakfast sandwiches for supper here, I think. Or I'm going to stick everything to the bottom of my pan and it's not going to be edible. So I think if I'm really active, like stay on top of it, I might be able to do okay with this. We'll see. I wish I had brought my oil. Never even thought of it. It crossed my mind once when I was packing and I never thought of it again. But anyway, let's see what happens. I am hungry. I got a growl on. It's been a nice long walk through the woods, man. I could definitely go for a bite to eat. So let's get my Spamtember challenge on the go. It might be a fail. Maybe it'll stick to the bottom of the pot. Gonna have to get that stove back going again and get my pan heating up. Right on. Okay. I'm gonna put a splash more methyl hydrate into my stove. Not too much. Just because I want to make sure I have lots to get through cooking my Spam and my eggs. All right, let's shower spark at that and get the show on the road. It's sandwich time. There we go. First shot that time. Okay. Let's get my pan going. I don't know if I maybe should use my simmer ring for this. And try to just keep the heat down a bit. I got my Spam in my Bear Complex container. That was a gift from a cousin of mine. It's really useful, man. I use this every time I come out and I'm eating something. I've got that. Now I've just got my Spam already sliced up and ready to go. I'm hoping grease will come out of this and kind of grease my pan. I'm making 2 Spam sandwiches. And like I said, this is tocino Spam. Tocino flavored, which is like a Spanish bacon. It's not a cured bacon, I think, is what it said. I'll try to keep them on the edges too. Yeah. Stove's going flat out. Let's see what happens. Tocino Spam. My second flavored Spam I've tried. Okay, that Spam is already sizzling. I'm thinking if I can keep the Spam moving and kind of try to grease my pan with it, I might get away with putting eggs in this. We'll see. My frying pan's been well used, man. I've been using it for a long time. It's got a good patina on it. Maybe I can get away with no oil, but we'll see. I'll bring you back before I flip it. We'll see if I stick it. Okay, I got sizzling and popping going on. So far, everything's still moving. Nothing's stuck yet. Let's try flipping the first one. See what happens. Oh, he's browning up nice. Oh, that one's even better. What's this guy look like? Oh, that one looks even better. These two were in the middle, I think, when I had them all lined up. Oh, that one's browning up nice too. All right, right on. Things are looking pretty good there, man. Those two are the most browns. I'm going to put them over here and let these two have a hit in the middle. Right on. So far, so good. Nice. Spamtember. I'd say those need a little bit longer on that side. Ooh, those two are looking good. Oh, yeah. Things are happening here. I'm going to give them a bit longer. I want them fried up really nice and crispy. So they're going to go for a bit more. I'll bring you back when I'm ready to take them off, I guess. Okay. I think my Spam is looking like perfectly done. I think that looks pretty good. Oh, look at this side. I wanted it. Oh, yeah, nice and crispy. Looking good. So when I put my stuff in my food in the Bear Complex container, I had eggs in there. So I put got a little bit of paper towel in there to keep the eggs from smashing around and breaking. And just realized that I can now put my Spam on it. And that'll help keep it warm while I'm cooking my eggs. I want to get this pan off the heat while I'm getting the eggs ready. Okay. I'm just going to put it there for a second. See, that pan's got some grease on it. I don't know if it's going to be enough between the grease and... Oh, geez. What's going on there, bud? What the heck, man? What are you doing, Stove? I think a raindrop came off a leaf up high and hit the stove. Holy cool, man. That was startling. Anyway, back to business, bro. Okay, I want to get my eggs on right away. And please, I hope they don't stick. I probably won't get to turn the camera off once I start these. I don't want them scrambled. Well, there's one egg, but he's taking up the whole dang pan. That's not what I wanted. Okay, it's not too hot. So far, so good. I'm looking all right. Where's this egg gonna go? I'll just drop it in, I guess. Okay. Now, put that over here. Right on. Let's see how eggs do. It's not going as fast as I thought it would. I don't want to move it around too much. Like I say, I don't want my eggs scrambled. I want them in one piece if I can get them. Man, that's looking pretty good. I'll bring these back when I flip them. Okay. All right on. I put the lid on, thinking it might kind of poach the eggs a little bit. Kind of looks like it did. I'm guessing I'm only going to get one chance at flipping these. So, I want to make it good. I don't mind if they're a little crispy on the bottom. What? I almost flipped that. My flipper needs adjusted. Ouch, that's hot. Oh. Let's see now. Oh, I got it this time. Oh, what a great flip, man. Can I do this one too? This one's not as cooked as that one. Oh, another perfect flip. Holy smokes. That is awesome. Wow. I might be just rocking this Spamtember challenge. Well, I better not say anything yet. I'm not done yet. How cool. I can't believe that worked. Right on. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Oh, that's awesome. The yolk is nice and hard for a sandwich. Sorry, I'm rattling around a lot. Look at that, eh? Didn't stick hardly at all. For a sandwich, I'm not looking for a soft yolk. Okay, I gotta keep this going just for a second. Let's put I want to try the simmer ring because I haven't. Let's put the simmer ring on. See if that'll just keep it warm for a minute because I gotta get cheese on these eggs. Everything's better with cheese. No Spamtember challenge would be complete. At least 2 slices of cheese per egg. This is just a medium cheddar is what I'm putting on there. And I'll flip the lid back on again. And let that cheese melt. Okay. Got my Spam ready to go. I can get my buns ready to go. Now, I never bring a plate, man. I was thinking I would use that. But I guess between this bag, I'll get everything worked out. I'm not opposed to setting my food on the ground for a second. Put that there. I've got a ciabatta bun, and I toasted the bun at home and buttered it. Well, there's not enough room there for that. Put that there and that there. There we go. Now, let's put Spam on first. Oh, that looks good. Please don't fall on the ground. So there we go. I got my Spam on the sandwich. Good to go. Just need the eggs next. I'm just going to let that cheese continue to melt here for a minute. Wonder if my simmer ring's closed a bit much. I don't know how I'm gonna. All right. See if I can open that simmer ring up some, or I can take it right off. Actually, there we go. I want that cheese to melt. That's almost close enough for me. I'm hungry, man, and that looks good. I think I'll put a squirt of yellow mustard right on top of the Spam. Then I'll put my egg on top of that. Oh, and I totally even forgot I got tea too. Right on. And right beside my hammock chair, I've got a great place to put a mug of tea. That's perfect. This has turned into a really fabulous little spot, man. Okay, that's good enough for me. Let's assemble these sandwiches. All right, here we go. Put that stove out. Oh, that cheese is very melted now. Hopefully my egg didn't stick. No, it didn't. Right on. That can go right on top of there like that. Ooh-wee, that looks pretty good, man. Wait, did I? Oh, yeah. Do I get 2 bottoms here? I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. I think I goofed up my bun somehow, but that's a top. That looks great. Yeah, that's a top. Why is this a top? That's a bottom. Oh, okay, so I got the 2 tops on one sandwich and the 2 bottoms on the other. Don't ask me how I did that. Look at that, my pan is relatively spotless. Crazy. Okay, I gotta get comfy. And I gotta eat this, man. Right on. Does it ever look good? Okay, here we go. I'm not gonna worry about cleaning up anything until after I'm done eating this. Okay. So for my Spamtember challenge, wait, couldn't I do this? No, it's all stuck now. I'm gonna have to live with my mistake of putting the top on the bottom and the bottom on the top. Here we go. Spamtember challenge. I'm gonna put that down so I don't drop it, since there's a nice little shelf here for everything. Open my tea. Actually, I should take the lid right off my tea. Tocino Spam. It's the taste test for my Spamtember challenge. I try a sip of my tea to go with it. Ooh, that's hot. Mmm, that's a good cup of Earl Grey tea. It's very hot though, I'll leave the lid off it now. And yeah, Tocino Spam. That's good stuff, man. I haven't gotten to the mustard yet. Mmm. Tocino Spam is good, man. I like that. I'm gonna hang here and, and bow down on these two sandwiches, man. Ooh, and by the time I'm done eating, my tea might be at a decent temperature to drink, because right now it's too hot. Wow. There's the mustard. Mm. Wow. Mm. Oh, that was pretty good, man. Ooh, I made short work of those two sandwiches. I'll tell you, I don't mind saying. They were very good, man. Thank goodness for Spamtember. Right on. That was well worth it. Ah, beautiful. While I was eating, I watched a little mouse run along. It looked like he was heading home after a tough day at work, man. Hope he's having a good day. Well, my belly is certainly full now. And unfortunately, I got to walk out after this. So my tea will settle things and then I'll be able to get underway. I'm going to clean up my mess. And let my tea cool off a little bit more. Get everything packed away. A lovely little spot, man. A lot of character, a couple really big old hemlocks there. Some young birch, some young maple, right? Some older birch and older maple. Supper in a dry creek bed, man. For Spamtember. What a drift. I got everything all cleaned up and packed away. I got my tea near gone. uh, First day of fall, the fall equinox. So that means that the daylight and the dark are of equal length today. Mm-hmm. A bit of balance for you there, eh? Clouded over. Pretty gray up there through the canopy now. It's kind of nice when the sun was shining. Beautiful little spot, man. Who would have thought, right? No plan. Just wanted to explore up that road. So that's what I did. Saw some things. Didn't see any really great spots, though, to like stop and cook supper. So I really wanted to get my Spamtember challenge in. So it took quite a bit of drifting to just find this little spot. When I found this one, it was kind of like, okay, I can make this work, right? It was the first spot that really gave me that vibe. I can make this work. Dry creek bed and all. That log with the mushrooms inside it, though, that pretty much sold it to me. And it's easy to get out of. I've just got to walk up this dry creek bed and the trail's around the corner. It's not too far at all. Ah, that's nice. Not a sound. It's the wind in the leaves, man. Hmm. Last night was that witches market that I participated in. What a great time it was, man. It was really fun. Had I had cauldron spoons that I had carved, hand carved, and they're just big spoons, right? Really large size ones, and small spoons. And I had keychains and little mushrooms like that I carved, and rear view mirror danglers and that sort of thing, man. I sold some stuff. I had staffs, I had wizarding staffs, I had the wands, I had sticks, I had some flower essences. Like, talked to a few really cool people, man. Everybody that was there was great, and I enjoyed talking to all of them. And I got to pass out a whole lot of my decals. So that's what it's all about. It was a good time, man. But now that I'm past that, I'm kind of open to what I can craft next or what I can get into. I kind of had to get stuff done for that. So now I get to be open to new possibilities right at this moment in my reality. Squirrel's cussing me. I don't think he's cussing me. He might be cussing something in the woods over there. Goodness knows, after them sandwiches, every animal within a kilometer, I think, would want to come check that out, man. Tocino spam is nothing to joke about. Is good. uh, oh well, fun is fun, but done is done. I always say. Starting to cool off now too, as it's getting later on in the day. Keep forgetting that it's like dark now between 7:30 and 8 p.m. So like 5:30, 6 o'clock is starting to get on. You got to be getting ready to get out of the woods. I didn't find the mushrooms I was looking for, but I did find some mushrooms. We'll keep looking. And I drifted right out of the hardwoods, right out of the hardwoods into the softwood patch. So didn't see what I was looking for. I'll get them next time, or I won't get them at all. Either way, I'll benefit from being out in the woods. Right on. All right, I'm gonna tear down the hammock chair and get it put away, and then pack up, pack on. Oh, there's a little something. Wow, that was the tiniest little mouse. Crazy. It just went into that log. It was like that big. Tiniest thing I ever saw. Anyway, packing time. Oh, my belt's fitting a little bit snugger than when I came in. I'll loosen it up just a little. Wow. There we go. Right on, man. What a great little bit of time in the woods. Drifted right up over the hardwood hill. Ended up on a brand new road that I didn't even know existed. And yeah, drifted further than I thought. And ended up having to kind of not scramble, but I had no idea where I was going. I just followed my nose till I ended up in this little spot, man, and it turned out perfect for the hammock chair. Lovely little spot to cook on, right? Dry creek bed. So, I mean, I've seen that Spamtember challenge. The only person I've seen do it, I've been busy lately, so I haven't been watching YouTube like I should be. But the only person I've seen do it was Carolina Chris from Carolina Chris Outdoors. So that guy's a legend, man. Like, go check out him. Right? I'll add him in this video just for the Spamtember challenge, right? Right on, man. It was good. This is it. This is the doorway. The doorway to fall, man. Fall equinox. A few more days and we'll be able to have our little cooking fires and get our stick stoves out. It's gonna be a good time, man. Right on. That's awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna head up the creek and head her out. I don't have no idea how long it's gonna take me to get back to the car. I think it shouldn't take me too long. I'm gonna stick to roads, I think. Once I get back on that new road, it should join onto an old road, and I should be able to get back to the car that way, but we'll see. I'll be out before dark for sure. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, and remember, as always, man, you will never find anything unless you get out and look. Go have a look, man. It's worth it. Bye for now.